Panda anthem.
Ian, what's up?
Red Panda anthem.
Red Panda, what's good?
Red Panda anthem.
Going up.
So
Take advantage of it.
let's talk about this. 7,300 people.
Uh-oh.
That's all we had to say. That's crazy.
Man, let me send another
yeah.
little telegram real quick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tell me what that cash app can do.
Yeah, that's crazy. 7,400 people.
Oh, we could
7,400
Well, Jan, I hope you're ready to take some names.
on the check-in.
Red Panda family, if y'all show up, you know I'm a clown. So tell your aunties, your mom, everybody.
Donald Trump, when he first ran for president, his slogan was "Make America Great Again." When he ran the second time, it was "Keep America Great." Will it be Save America this time? Is Donald Trump the only person that can save America?
Captain Save America.
I'll let you take it first. We were talking about this earlier, but I'll let you take it first.
Donald Trump. Well, no, I don't think he can save America. But I do feel that he probably will be a Republican's nomination, and I think he has a good chance of winning. And the reason why I say that is because I don't see any other Republican with any level of notoriety, any other, steam. Like if you ask anybody who's the second most popular Republican in America, they have a hard time coming up with a name. So
you guys put, not to cut you off, can you guys put in chat who would be the top 3 Republicans that could defeat Biden? Because like we were talking, I don't know of any.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. So I think Trump definitely has a strong chance of running again for president and winning president. That would be extremely interesting if that happens, for a lot of different reasons. But as far as the economic conversation, since this is a stock show, we have to monitor the political situation because politics and economic go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. And that's why it's extremely important to vote. And maybe at some point in time, we can actually speak to somebody from the White House, maybe. That might happen. Who knows?
You never know.
You never know. So but how do you guys feel about that?
You know what? I'm going to say this quietly because my parents are here right now. This is the first time they're actually watching Market Mondays in person. And they're going to kill me.
Shout out to your parents. They're so amazing.
They looking at me right now. But yeah, I'm with Shadi, man. I don't see a competitor. In fact, if you look at the number of votes for the last election, you got nearly half the country was voted for Trump. I mean, and so there's nobody with his level of elite loyalty from the Republican side. I know people are like, DeSantis. Yeah, but really, Rubio. I said Ricky, not Ricky. There's a few Republicans that we know, but do they have the loyalty, that brand loyalty that he has? I don't think so. And so it'll be interesting to see. Even for Biden right now, if you think about what's about to happen, and we spoke about this earlier in January, when we talk about midterm elections, what it means to the market. This is like a critical time right now, especially for Democrats, where there's a lot of states that are up for grabs that they might lose based on the performance of the president that we have now. So it's going to be interesting. These things, I know it's not a political show, but politics does affect the economy, right? And so if we're talking about the economy and people are making laws and making taking over jurisdictions that, can affect us, we need to know. So yeah, man, can he save it? Not save it. But I definitely think we will see him again. We'll see him again.
Ian, your thoughts?
Sorry, Mom.
I don't think he can save it, but nothing turns around the political cycle from Democrat to Republican or Republican to Democrat like a failed economy. So this is and for the record, he's nowhere near close to Obama, but this reminds me a lot of 2007 to 2008, where the landscape was so messed up, people had to have change. Fellas, you know this, and I say it all the time, and sometimes people get mad, but if there's economic disruption in your household, things go a hell of a lot worse than when money is flowing and sending extra flowers and extra trips and stuff like that, right? So it's the same thing politically for us. You can make the argument that we were not in this kind of war when he was in office. Don't think he was a good president, but with quantitative easing, the market did go up and things were a little bit more stable. There's too many things on the chessboard right now that could go wrong. So the Russia-Ukraine situation, we've talked about food shortages a few weeks ago. That's getting worse. So now, from our calculations, even food prices could double in the next 4 months. And they've already doubled since, right?
Yeah, tomorrow, the CPI is they're going to release the CPI tomorrow. So the consumer price index will be coming out tomorrow. And so that could, right? Like, I think we saw the highest since 1982 or something like that. So inflation's at a right, like you said, there's so many pieces on this chessboard.
Water crisis. I mean,
it's a lot, man.
But we haven't talked about. I did a poll on Twitter. I asked, does your employer provide you enough money to take care of your finance and not worry about your bills? 89.3% of people said no. So when we talk about the Great Resignation, a lot of it is because people are not being treated fairly or paid well. Like, if you're going to ask somebody to give up 40 or 50 hours of their time, at least you should be able to pay your damn bills without worry. Like, we are on the verge of, and not only are we going through like a Renaissance era now, we're on the verge of like a business collapse. And I really think in 3 to 4 years, we're going to see a really big employer go out of business, like how Kmart and Sears did in 07, 08 crash, and people want to say it's impossible. But man, I'm seeing people quit on the idea of the American dream faster than ever. And that starts with leadership. So,
and let's just do this real quick before 7,700 people on YouTube check-in. Appreciate that. That was a tremendous jump. You. So, I'm going to do something right now. In the middle of the show, I'm going to do it. I'm not even going to wait to end the show. I'm going to give away $3,000. I'm going to give away $3,000 via Cash App.
We coming crazy.
Yeah, we taking $3,000.
Yeah, that's a pause. My bad. I'm rocking to the moon. Wow. Violation. Not as bad as normal man.
Complete violation. There's women and children here, please.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Technical foul. You game suspension.
Why he's looking for the thing?
Oh, wait. No, I'm gonna do three. We're gonna do 3,000, and then we'll do another 2,000 when we get over 8,000.
Big facts.
Okay.
So you got a pen by any chance?
Yeah. So I'm gonna add to that because I heard something very interesting. I think Gary Vee said it. You talked about the Great Resignation, but the way he was looking at it, he's like, look, this is going to be the great. We didn't even apply, correct? Because you got students. Man, bro, you have students who are now going to come out of school, right? Even if they go to school, that have been investing since they were 16 in cryptocurrency. And now it's going to be tough to tell them, like, look, you went to school for 4 years, you got your master's degree, here's $50,000 for the year. And they're looking like, wait, we did $50,000 in the last 3 months. Yes. And so now when you have the leverage where you don't have to rely on a career path, you can like, I'm an investor and now I can become an entrepreneur because I can fund my own dream. It won't even be a Great Resignation. It'll be a great, keep the application.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we definitely have to give people incentives. And I said it before last year on the show, the job market really has not been the same since the 07 crash. I remember going into college and it was like, hey, just go to school. There'll be a job somewhere. 05, you felt the lightning up. Like, I remember my dad calling me. And my mom been saying it forever too. Shout out to my mom. Happy belated birthday. I love you.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday to your mom.
Blessings.
Yeah. But she's like, Black people have been in a recession technically since like the late 90s. She's always said that. Remember in 05, my dad called me. He was at a store to pick up lumber for a construction job. He's like, there's no lumber. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? He's like, there's no lumber for me to pick up to go finish the job. And if you look since 07, that job market has not come. Like, if any of you graduated like in 05 or before, remember when it was just like, hey, just go to job, go anywhere. You'll be able to get some job fulfillment. Now it's like it's almost non-existent, or the hoops you have to jump through with the application process, or they bullshit you, excuse my language, and say that you are overqualified, and then they try and belittle you in terms of pay. I think we need a true upheaval and renewal of how American business is done before we lose our edge. I really do.
Yeah, that's like 50 Cent. I heard 50 Cent. So I remember, never forget the last recession that we was in 2008. And he was on CNBC and they was asking him like, how you feel about the recession and different things of that nature. And he was like, it's always been a recession in my neighborhood. Like nothing's really changed. It hasn't really changed much. Like, what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference? Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
This that Red Panda anthem.
Ian, what's up?
This that Red Panda anthem.
Red Panda, what's
This
good?
that Red Panda anthem.
Your
Whole
boy.
clique going up. I know they can't stand it.